Okay, so we want to make sure that you have some certain movements in your repertoire for your squat warm-up. A lot of these are not going to look like a squat pattern because we got to get the hips mobile. So one of our go-to movements is a hip 90-90. That is done on the ground with you sitting with one leg into a 90 degree, the hip away, or the knee should not be touching the foot here, and it should be back straight behind it. So 90 degree angle, 90 degree angle, 90 degree angle, okay? From there, we're gonna work on getting some length out of your glute on the downside, leaning forward, leaning over that front leg, getting comfortable here, working on a stretch of that tissue on the backside. I always add in a little contraction as if I'm trying to push the ground away with this whole leg going forward, okay? That would be our, if we're doing pails and rails, that would be our progressive angular isometric load. We're trying to lengthen out or take that hip into a kind of extension of this pattern. It doesn't totally look like it, okay? From there, instead of trying to lift the leg off, I'm gonna pull my body down towards the ground and hover, but stretch all that tissue and contract that tissue at the same time. We go from there to a rotation. Get some stretch out of your thoracic spine, get your low back moving. This one, get into positions that you're able to breathe in. If you can only go here and you can breathe into your torso in this position, that's where you start. If you have more mobility in your spine, you're going to get parallel with your thigh here, with your hands. Again, work on that breath. If you can get lower, get lower. Just getting those patterns or positions as well is a way to help organize movement in your spine, in your body, to access better ability in your hips themselves, okay? You'll do that on both sides. Okay, your next go-to exercise is a hip prying exercise. You're going to take a squat stance. I want you to have a dumbbell or a kettlebell that you can put in front of your hands or in front of you in your hands. Get wide, drop your elbows onto the inside of your thighs and work at rotating your hips and ankles without those ankles coming off the ground, and rotating. You're almost trying to pull, or I apologize, push your legs apart. There. Okay? That is the exercise. Get comfortable doing this one. Breathe at the bottom and enjoy it. The part of the portion of the squat is the coming up phase, which is truly hip extension. You're going from a full flexed pattern of the hip and extending. So we're going to focus on one of our movements of accessing hip extension. We're going to do it off of a box where you're trying to isolate just the hip, meaning you've got to create a stable pattern for the torso to not move. So in the way of using a box, we're going to just drop ourselves over that box, keep that tight, and work on hip extension from there.